What's up everybody, it's Robin Gaming here. So the Call of Duty World War II beta is of course going on right now. I've been able to play quite a lot of it and I just wanted to make a video to share my thoughts, which will pretty much do a quick little review for, you know, the beta so far and what I thought of it. Now, it's kind of hard to put it into words because basically the way I look at it, right, is that it doesn't really do anything really bad or something, right? Like, but this is the way I've felt about Call of Duty for so long already. Call of Duty, you always know so well what to expect, and it's not like the games really surprise you every year or something like that. It's always, you know, more of the same pretty much, and that isn't necessarily a bad thing because this game, like, as far as just arcadey gameplay, you know, it's fun, it's fast-paced, it controls well, it looks good, you know, there's nothing really to fault about it, you know what I mean? But at the same time, when I played Call of Duty World War II now, this beta, and I've played it for a few days now, you know, I'm not like super impressed. I don't think personally I'm gonna be playing this multiplayer a lot once it comes out. I'm mainly probably gonna get the game for the single player. You know, I always thought that, well, I really had my sort of like, you know, the days where I played the shit out of Call of Duty multiplayer, and that was like 2009, 2010 with Modern Warfare 2 and with Black Ops 1. After that, things started getting kind of stale. Now, a lot of people are, of course, you know, hyping this one up in particular because it's going back to boots on the ground, you know, to the classic Call of Duty gameplay and stuff, and that's definitely, you know, cool about it, and I can respect that, but at the same time, I think for me personally, I've just, like, I've kind of seen it all, you know what I'm saying? It didn't necessarily surprise me in the way that I was like, wow, this is something brand new, or this blows me away or something. It just once again feels to me like more of the same, and I don't want to, you know, I don't once again want to trash the game for it. If people enjoy this type of gameplay, you're gonna enjoy World War II. But yeah, that's simply the way I look at it, right? For the single player, I'm definitely gonna get it because I always enjoy the Call of Duty campaigns, and I think this one, going back to World War II, and probably will have a good story and stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna really enjoy that. Multiplayer, you know, yeah, multiplayer is cool, but just not really for me anymore right now. That being said, I do want to, you know, quickly point some things out about the game. So, like I said, the graphics in the game I think look good. I'm not quite sure. Like, I was actually a little surprised because it seemed a little bit worse than Advanced Warfare, which is the previous Call of Duty game that, of course, Sledgehammer Games made. As far as the class setup goes, I was surprised with how simple it actually is, and that's a, you know, that's not necessarily a bad thing either. Basically, you have like 5 different, I think they're called divisions, but I'm not sure that you can pick between. So you have like infantry and airborne and a sniper and stuff. And the way it works is that, you know, your class simply depends on one of those divisions that you pick. So if you play with that certain division quite a lot, you'll keep unlocking new abilities. So I personally really liked the airborne division because that one always gets a silencer, and if you keep playing and stuff, you're able to run more and faster, I think. You're able to vault over obstacles more quickly and stuff. So basically, your character just becomes a lot more agile. And then if we actually look at the, you know, the normal class setup of the game, there's really not much more to pick than I think one perk, and pretty much, yeah, your main and your secondary weapon with a couple of attachments, and that's pretty much as far as it goes. And maybe, you know, a grenade slot and stuff, of course. It doesn't really have the multiple perks that you can pick between anymore, or at least it seems not that it will have that right now. So it was a, you know, it was a simple class setup. As far as the game modes go in the game so far, in this beta at least, there's a couple of the more standard ones like Team Deathmatch and Domination, which I've been playing, you know, quite a lot. And there's also a new game mode in Call of Duty, which is called, I think, just the War game mode or whatever they call it. And pretty much the way you should look at that is that Call of Duty is trying to be a bit more like, yeah, Overwatch, I would say, because you have varying objectives throughout a single match. This is actually a mode that I think Battlefield introduced as well last year with Battlefield 1. You know, where sometimes it's about, oh, the enemy is trying to build this certain bridge, you gotta stop them from doing that. Then once they've actually built it, you gotta fall back with your defensive team, and you know, the enemy team's gonna try to like carry a certain vehicle or whatever forwards, just like Overwatch style, where they bring in these different objectives, and you are pretty much, you know, as the defensive team, tasked to stop the offensive team trying to actually accomplish that, right? So yeah, that was pretty cool to see, but at the same time still super arcadey because the maps are small, and so, you know, when you fall back, it's pretty much like, yeah, 10 seconds of walking you have to do, and you're pretty much already at the point where you gotta be. So it's just like, That's I think my biggest criticism with the game so far is that it didn't really feel super dynamic anymore when you're used to playing something like Battlefield, where of course Battlefield is something I still regularly play every now and then at least, and if you play Domination there, right, with 3 different capture points, you're constantly seeing that these points will change and stuff, you know, like you're constantly rotating around the map, killing enemies left and right, and moving on to the next one. And here in Call of Duty I didn't really feel like that anymore whatsoever. I was playing Domination, my team captured point A, the enemy team captured point C, and pretty much the entire like rest of the game was about both teams trying to get a hold of capture point B, you know what I'm saying? Like it didn't really rotate in that way. You keep spawning on one side of the map during the entire game, and so like there just wasn't a whole lot of dynamic to it. And you know, all in all, once again, I don't want to, like, it may sound like I'm trashing this beta or something, or speaking negative about it. It's not really that. Like I said, I think Call of Duty games, they're always well made. They're always fun, they play well and stuff, and this one is no exception to that. People that enjoy this type of gameplay are gonna once again have a blast with this one, and, yeah, that being said, I did have, you know, at least some fun with it. I just think that nowadays, I am personally, you know, only speaking for myself, I'm just looking for a little more than that. And I feel like the game was just a little bit too basic for me to really, like, enjoy it too much. And if I compare it to something like Battlefield, where not only do the graphics look better, the gunplay I think is a little more satisfying, the sound effects there are amazing, and in this one kind of lacking. You know, the impact when hitting an enemy is still good in this one, but you know, and then, yeah, the dynamic in the maps, it's just something about like nowadays when I play Battlefield myself and I compare that to Call of Duty, even when just playing something like Team Deathmatch, like it just seems to be a little bit more stand out. And then I haven't even talked about the skill of it all and stuff, and when you actually get to the exclusive, you know, modes like Conquest and Rush and stuff, which are epic with 64 players, which Call of Duty has never had, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe, you know, maybe some people will find it unfair that I'm comparing it with that game and stuff, but basically these are my overall thoughts so far. It's good. It's just personally, like, I wasn't super impressed by it. It just seemed like a little bit like more of the same, and so yeah, I'm not exactly sure if I'm gonna be, you know, playing this one a lot when it comes out. I will still check out the campaign for sure, because I'm looking forward to another Call of Duty campaign by Sledgehammer, because I really liked Advanced Warfare single player too. So yeah, I'm still looking forward to it nonetheless. But these were pretty much my thoughts so far. So with that being said, let me know in the comments, have you been able to check out the Call of Duty World War II beta, and what did you think of it? And then for now, yeah, I hope you still nonetheless enjoyed the video. Leave a quick like if you did, because it really helps support my channel. And for now, I'd like to thank you a lot for watching. I hope to see you again next time.